Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Friday evening, everybody. Just setting up the usual, getting everything in place. Hope everyone's having a good Friday evening or Friday night. We're going to have a fun stream today. We have some unboxing. So we're going to be playing around with some fun little tools that Sonarworks and Ableton has sent over. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I see a bunch of you have joined in on YouTube. Again, you know, if you're new, if you're joining in from YouTube, you know, feel free to join in on the platform. There's a link in the description. You can talk with us on the platform, ask us questions, join our Discord, get in on the conversation, and just have a good time. So, we're going to be having quite a bit of fun today. We have some new tools to play around with. We're just waiting to see if there are any other people who are joining in. We usually give it a couple of minutes to warm up and for people to join in. So we're not going to be working on any music today. We got a package. So we got a package here from Ableton and Sonarworks. So I don't know if you guys can see it too clearly. Yeah. So we're going to be unboxing this. There's something interesting inside that we're going to look at and play around with. So we have a bit of a setup in order to play around with this and, you know, see what's inside, and some software that actually works with it as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, if you guys are watching, say hi. Let me know that you guys are watching. Again, if you're new, there's a bit of you on YouTube. If you're new, feel free to join our platform. You know, come by, say hi, talk to us live, join our Discord. You have access to all those fun things. Link is in the description, so check out the link and it'll route you to our platform. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm super excited. I want to see what's in the box, and I want to play around with what's in the box. So I do know what's in the box. This was actually supposed to come quite a while ago. It was supposed to come, like, I think in May or June or something like that. But because, you know, the whole world kind of went to shit in the last year, you know, it's just come now. So it's come all the way from Latvia, from a company called Sonarworks. So for those of you who don't know what Sonarworks is, Sonarworks is basically a company that makes software for calibrating your speakers. Not just your speakers, but your speakers and your headphones. So we'll be looking at that software also. So they've given us access to their software, their calibration software, as well as this neat little device that is going to work along with the software that we have. So it's going to be fun to play around with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and finally open this up. Have the trusty blade, and I guess we'll start from the top. Ooh. Okay, so that's empty. We have this. Okay, that almost just fell out. And let's remove some of this packaging. I know you guys can't see it too clearly on the webcam. I will get the webcam closer, don't worry. A lot of tape. And so this is what we have. We have a Sonarworks Reference 4 Studio Edition with microphone. So you guys can kind of see this box. So it's basically a calibration microphone. So this isn't a microphone that you would use for, say, recording vocals or an instrument or anything like that. Though I'm guessing you can. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But this is not what it's meant for. What it's meant for is to calibrate your speakers in a room. So, I think, a lot of people who are into music production, you use, studio monitors, right? You use studio monitors and you set it up in a room. Now, the problem is when you're using studio monitors, they're generally, they follow something called flat response. So what flat response basically means is what you play is what the speakers also play out, right? So you don't want any added, low end or any added frequencies that could alter the music that you're listening to. You want the speakers to accurately represent what is being played. Now, studio monitors do a good job of that, which is why they're, generally, very expensive. But the problem is, even though your studio monitors are good at doing that, your room might alter the sounds that are being played. So if you're not in a very well-treated room and you are playing, say, your music off your monitors in a room, your room could be altering the sound that you're hearing, and you might not be hearing, your sound properly. So what this does is basically you will use this mic along with the software. So we're going to go through a bunch of it. We have the software preloaded. We just got the mic. I haven't tried this out yet, so I don't know how it's going to work out. So we're going to experiment with this together and try and make sure everything works. So yeah, basically between the microphone and the included software, we can calibrate basically our speakers to work properly in our room. And so let's open the box and see what's in it. So we have this really nice box, another box that has come out. Let me show you guys that. It's a very white box, and like our spotlight is right behind the webcam, so it's hard to see. And Spinny is frantically running around and taking pictures in the background. Right, so you guys can there you go, yeah. So that's Sonarworks. They're a Latvian company. And how do I open this? Oh, it's magnetic. And here is the mic. So it's a pretty hefty mic. It's quite solid metal. Yeah, you guys can see the mic. I'll just bring it up close to the camera. Can you see that? Is it clear? Okay, I can't tell. Anyway, so this is the reference microphone. So basically, we will be using this microphone along with the software in order to calibrate our speakers. So we don't have a speaker set up properly right now at the Stream Desk. So I did set up one speaker over here for us just to test this out and see how the software works. But over the next week, we are setting up our speakers and subs over here. And then we'll probably do a proper calibration and, get it to work. And, that time we can give you some more feedback. So yeah, pretty solid mic. So we can get into and start working around with it. Now, along with the mic, just the mic alone is not good enough, right? You can't just calibrate your speakers with just a reference microphone. You need some kind of software in order to, do it, in order to calibrate your speakers as well. So in this case, they've given us a software called Sonarworks Reference 4. So I'm just going to switch over my screens. And let me just open it. So Sonarworks Reference 4, that's it. All right, so this is the software. So nothing is set up yet. We haven't set up anything yet. We have to set up the microphone and everything. And one thing we have to do is we have to create a profile for this microphone. Now, when you do get the microphone, it comes with the software, and you have to log into a website and all those good things, and register your microphone. But the other thing is, once you register, you have to. So you can see this page over here that I have on the screen. This is where I download the software from. You have to create an account on the website and everything. But over here, you can see I have this microphone calibration profile. So what this basically means is on the microphone, so there's an ID number over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. If I bring it closer to the mic, to the camera, if you guys can see it, I'm not too sure. But yeah, so there's basically an ID number for every microphone. Now, why do they do that? Because even though so these are expensive microphones. It's not a cheap microphone. And thanks a lot to the guys at Sonarworks and Ableton for sending us one of these. But they're not cheap microphones. And even though you use expensive microphones, it doesn't mean the microphone is capturing everything in its truest form. That's because this is still a physical object, right? There's still electronics and components, and there could be some frequencies that maybe it's not capturing properly. So what they do is they create a profile for each individual microphone, right? That say for example, after this was made, they realized that there's a spike in the low end of this microphone, that it's capturing too much low end. So all that information we captured as a profile for this microphone that they do on the manufacturing side. So I'm just going to go ahead and enter in the ID for this microphone, 36B. (688). I'm not a robot. And let's download it. Right, so I just downloaded a RAR file, I think. Let me just see if it's in my downloads. Yep, it is here. Okay. So now, let me just connect this. So if I'm not wrong, I think this is a condenser microphone. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. So it is getting signal. Check, check, check. Oh, see, yeah. So I'm talking into the reference mic right now. Again, this is not a mic that's supposed to be used for, what do you call it? Like for recording or anything. It's used for a specific utility. So yeah, and you can tell. I mean, you can hear me as I'm talking to this mic, and then I'll talk into this mic. So this mic sounds so much better than this mic, right? There's a big difference. Again, that's because this is not meant for recording voice or recording anything, right? It's mainly used just for utility. So okay, I'm just going to turn this mic off. Okay, and now that I have the profile downloaded, let's get into the software and see if we can start calibrating this, because I am excited to try this out. So we can add a preset. Yes, okay. Calibration profile, no profile selected. Measure speakers. So the moment I do that, it has opened up this little thing over here. Welcome to reference for measure. Okay, let me just get that mic stand. So I'm just going to set this up on the mic stand and just keep it there for now, since, playing around with it. All right, so welcome to reference for measure your speaker. So you guys can see the microphone is set up over here. The speaker's right in front. I'm sure it's going to give me some settings over here and tell me what to do. So measure your speakers. Okay, please prepare your audio setup for the measurement process. Phantom power switched on and is powering the measurement. Mic check. Make sure your microphone input is not routed directly into your speaker outputs. Check. A single audio interface is used for mic input and output to speakers. Check. Audio interface sample rate is set exactly to 44.1 kilohertz. Huh. That I'm not too sure of. How do I... I'm sure there's a focus, right? No, on PreSonus, right? PreSonus has... Sorry? What? PreSonus does have a thing, right? What's it called? Studio Live something? No. Okay. We're going to guess that it's set to 44.1. So check. Next. All right. Sonarworks use. Okay, so I have to put the number in again. What was the number? 36B688. 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 Okay, so next, your individual microphone calibration profile. Okay, so these are the details of my microphone, and it's showing me my microphone's frequency response curve. So like I said, there is, so this 0 dB, this is where, you want that's your flat response, and you can see how there's a peak in my high frequencies. So what I'm guessing is the software is going to compensate for that by, reading this response curve. Vikram, hi Don, does the software automatically detect the speakers? Vikram, I don't think the software automatically...
Hello, Don?
Yeah, you're on Discord. Nikhil? Okay, Nikhil just said something and left. Okay, so does the software automatically detect the speakers? No, the software does not automatically detect the speakers. It's under the presumption of speakers, just analog speakers. So, okay, so let's go next. Please select input channel. Line 2 is what I'm guessing. Okay, so I'm going to turn on the mic now. And please select output channel. So I think that's the one. Tap the microphone lightly to check if signal is received. Playback test, okay. Okay. Check. So I don't seem to be getting the microphone, even though I've set it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there we go. Getting signal. Check. Yeah. Okay, so let's just check the speaker.
Please adjust the volume of your output device.
Yep, that is working. All right, so that is done. Now let's go next. Adjust the microphone input gain. Let's adjust the microphone so that we could make sure we detect the microphone currently during the measurement. Okay? How do I do that? I mean, I adjusted it. Should I give it more gain? I don't know. During measuring process, you'll hear chirpy sounds from your speakers. Don't worry, we use the sounds to locate the microphone in your room. Play the signals. Okay, so those are the sounds that they're going to give us. Okay, so how to position the microphone correctly. Keep the microphone within your listening spot. Hold the microphone at the same level in your ears. Keep the microphone at ear level, in between the speakers. Hold the microphone away from your body. Okay, so we're not doing it properly right now because we're just trying it out and see how the whole thing works. But yeah, ideally, if we were doing it properly, then I would put the microphone like right here, like where I'm sitting at my ear level, right between my two speakers, which are right in front of me. So that's the ideal, that's the ideal position of the microphone and how you'd want to set it up. But we're not doing that right now. Okay, where we are. All right, next. Get ready to adjust the mic input gain on your. Okay, start measuring. Okay. Okay, let's just try that again. Okay. Oh, there might be a problem because we're using only a left speaker. We don't have a right speaker. Well, let's see what happens. I'm kind of helping it along because there's no right signal right now. Right signal is coming out. I don't think this will work. Yeah, I have to have a left and right speaker. Or can I put this into mono? Can do this. Let's see if this works. Okay. Okay, let's try this again from the beginning. Adjust the microphone gain. Okay. Next, 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 next. Start measuring. Too much gain. Okay, I think it's because of the right and left. Okay, it doesn't seem to want to go above this. Stop verification. Is it too high? No, it's about the right height. Yeah. I don't think that's going to work without the without a right side speaker. Oh, negotiate the speaker. No, it's okay. We'll probably do this another time. Let's see if we can. Ooh. Cancel. Okay, let's try it from the beginning again and see what happens. Measure your speakers. Yes, all done. Okay, done. That's done. Yep, all this is working.
Please adjust.
That's working. Next. Start measuring. Even if we get the second speaker, where do you put it? That's a problem. I mean, it's just verifying the mic signal. Ah. Okay. We are going to have to revisit this another time. So yeah, so what we can do here is okay, I can't even use any of this without having it set up. Yeah, do you want to get the second speaker? We'll put the two speakers just over here. Yeah? So we'll have the two speakers and then we can actually do this the right way. So yes, as the other speaker comes in, how's everyone's Friday night so far? Yeah, Amrinder is here. Hey Amrinder, how's it going? So yeah, I should have known this earlier that probably having left and right speakers together would have made a big difference, but it's okay. We'll do that now. Where do we put this? Put it here, put it here. I'll put the laptop on it. power? All right, we have two speakers connected now, and my laptop is all the way up here, so I can't reach out. Okay, so let's try this again. Add preset. Let us measure speakers. This has come up again. Measure your speakers. Okay, yes, all checked. Next, next, next.
Device. My voice should sound at normal conversation volume. Left speaker. Please adjust the volume of your output device. My voice should sound at normal conversation volume. Left speaker. Right speaker.
All right, that works. And let's go next, 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 next. Start measuring. Okay, see, now it worked. We had left and right. Okay, determine distance between. Now, when the gain is adjusted, we can measure the distance between your speakers. Okay. Don't stand between the speakers. Stand on the other side of your speakers. Okay, so I have to move this mic around now, okay? So I have to take this and do what now? Yeah. So I'm not really doing this properly because I have to be on stream and in the camera also so you guys can see me. So I'm obviously not doing this the right way, but I have to put this in front of the speaker, okay? Left, okay, so I have to keep it right here and start measuring.
Stay where you are. Measurements in progress. Left speaker done.
Okay, left speaker done. Time for the right speaker.
Stay where you are. Measurements in progress. Right speaker done.
All right, it's like playing a video game. Review setup dimensions. Okay, looks good, whatever. Oh, nice, so it actually tells me the distance between my speakers also, okay. Locate your listening spot, next. Okay, so let's say my listening spot is here. So this would be like where I'm sitting, right? Let's try that out. That was fast. My listening position is centered. Okay. Looks good. Next. How to position. Yeah, I remember. Oh, wait, 1 second. How to hold the microphone in the same level of your ears. Okay, yeah, this is what they were saying, right? Okay, I remember. Next. Okay, so this is center. Oh shit, I have to move it around now. So it's actually guiding me on where to place the mic. This is like playing a shooting game. Okay. So here. Maybe I have to go back for this one. This could seriously be a video game. Jesus Christ, how many of these do you have to do? I'm gonna get up for this. It's gonna work out. Jesus Christ, there's so many. I'm going to pause this for a second, okay? There's a lot of measurements in this chat, so this, Aminda says this will take a while. Yes, it seems to be taking a while. Are you sure this is a speaker setup mic? Because it looks like something. God, yeah, it's like playing a video game right now. So I'm basically placing this mic around. The software is taking measurements through the mic, between the mic and the speakers, and setting it up so that basically my speakers are on point. You know, my listening position is set and everything works fine. So let's resume measuring. I have 6 more points left. Oh, okay, so that's what the points are. Okay. This plays like video game music. It's like I just won a level in a video game or something. That's okay, I'll hold on to it. I'm sure it's going to ask me to take... It's probably going to ask me to take like another 50 million measurements after this. Gautam SK. 6 more to go, yeah. There's quite a few measurements. Okay, let's see our results. Oh, nice. So this is showing me my frequency response curve that I'm getting not just from the speakers again, because see, I can always see my frequency response curve from the speakers themselves. But this is showing me my frequency response curve that I'm getting in this place. So right now, like there's a huge acoustic problem right now that we have in this hall because it's a massive hall. For those of you who've seen it, like it's a long hall, a lot of acoustic issues. So having a software that can help us is really helpful. Amrinder says, you should get cash reward for completing this. Yeah, they should give me, like, I mean, to be fair, they did give it to us for free, so it was kind of a reward in that sense. But yeah, we should get a bigger reward. All right. Name your speaker profile. Let's just call this test, stream test. Save and finish. Your speaker profile has been saved. Now open up the DAW plugin or system-wide and load the creative profile. Okay, so this is the next thing. So now I have the profile loaded. So there's two ways you can use it. I can either so there's two ways you can use it. I can either have I can save this as a plugin. So every time I load up a software, I can just put the plugin on my master and it'll correct all the music that's going through. Or I can use this thing called system-wide. So that is the entire, it sits on the system and anything that plays off the system, whether you're in your software, listening to YouTube or anything, right? It's going to correct everything. So let's launch system, let's go with system-wide reference. Okay, stream test. So let's add this preset. Okay. And yeah, now you can see my response curve is flat, right? It's completely flat right now. So what it's basically doing is it's taking everything and making it completely flat. So obviously, even if I play something over here, it's going to sound good for us. It's not going to make a difference for you guys because you're hearing it. But yeah, so I can, play around with it from here. So let's see what happens if I disable Sonarworks. Oh, so yeah, so this is the frequency response curve that I have, with the software off. And the moment I turn it on, flat. It's making it flat. So this is going to be fun. I mean, I want to test this out right now, probably play some music, see how it sounds. Let's see, what other controls do I have? So we have limiters, okay, filter types in case you want to change things around. It's showing us latency, listening spot, adjust the listening spot, okay. So we've set up the listening spot, all those good things with the software, so all that is good. And yeah, so thanks again to the guys at Sonarworks for sending this over. Another great thing is this works for headphones also. Now the great thing for headphones is obviously you don't have to do the whole calibration thing. That would be really funny. Just holding headphones and just a mic around your headphones and doing that would be really funny. So it doesn't work like that for headphones. So for headphones, I don't have it set up right now, but basically for headphones, it's similar software. It's a different type of plugin. But for most popular headphones, it already has a simulated response curve of all popular headphones, and it'll adapt the response curves to bring them as close to flat response as possible. So if you're like a producer or something like this is really, really helpful, especially if you're working on headphones quite a lot, because even expensive music production headphones are not going to give you that true flat response. Right? They're not going to give you that true flat response. But with something like this, what it'll do is it'll simulate it as much as possible, which is really good. It is an expensive tool. I think with the mic, it's around 300 euros. And without the mic and just the software, like if you want to use it for headphones, I think it's around 150, 200 euros. I'm not too sure. But very, very useful tool. Super happy that we got it. It was an early Christmas present from both the good folks at Ableton and Sonarworks. So thank you guys for sending that over. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. We're going to end the stream with that. I think that itself pretty much took up like 1 hour of the stream. So an interesting and fun tool to play around with. I hope you guys had fun playing that video game slash speaker calibration tool with us. And yeah, we will be back to our regular scheduled programming tomorrow. We'll get back into making music tomorrow and have some fun with that. Again, hope you guys have a good weekend. It's a Friday night, so get out there, get silly. Don't get too silly. Stay safe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Stay safe, stay happy. Peace. See you guys next time.